Well, I suppose the one of them I saw yesterday was in Ennis because I was over at Shockhill for something, or sorry, Cushnahona there on the Gort Road, and I took a walk out the Ballyalla Road, and it was a beautiful, peaceful day. And next thing, I passed a gateway and saw two mattresses and a chair from like a set. A seat thrown in over a gate. You couldn't even open the farm gate, thrown just inside the gateway. Then this morning as well, I was going into Kilrush, and along the N68 there was a sign saying dumping is prohibited, and there was a big bag of rubbish just left at the sign. And then sure down the end of my road there's rubbish dumped there, and as the council had informed me, they do as much as they can. But when something is on private property, it's up to the person who owns the property to remove the rubbish or disposed items, and then the council will support them then if they need to get rid of it to recycling or that kind of thing. They'll give them, passes or whatever in like that they need. But just it's an awful thing for that farmer to come along and see that, and every farmer has a list of jobs to do that's never ending, and to get that landed on top of you could really throw your day. So I felt really sorry for the farmer there today and for the council people who've to come along and pick up after everyone, because they're just, dumping wherever they can in the quietness. But this was dumped, the bag of rubbish at the sign was actually dumped on the N68 before you get into Kilrush. It was right on the main road. So people don't care. They just don't care. They're dumping anywhere.
Equally, frustrating for the farmer, a waste of council resources, potentially dangerous, the fact that it was by the roadside. If that perhaps hadn't been picked up overnight, and you have to assume it was put there overnight when you're not going to be seen, could have spilled out onto the road, its contents, anything at all. Very frustrating for
What's very frustrating is for motorists and for animals, whether it blew into cattle in a field or it's going into a river or anything like that. It's absolutely shocking, and it is a public health risk.
June, I suppose there's only so much that the local authority can do about this. They can't have cameras everywhere. Their waste enforcement team can't be everywhere. But do we need to increase penalties for this to really act as an actual deterrent, to put off chance legal dumpers like this?
Right. Well, I suppose, we need a collaborative approach between the local authorities, communities and state agencies. And we have an anti-dumping initiative that provides funding to help with this. In 2024, Clare County Council got €60,000, and in 2023 it had €90,000 to help various initiatives. But definitely we need an increase in, I suppose, monitoring and in enforcement and then penalties. But I know that there is a very fine line when you're talking about CCTV cameras and drones. All these things have been legislated for and can be used with certain codes of practice by the various county councils. But I suppose it's kind of a last resort, and it has to be proportionate, because you don't want to have an invasion of people's privacy as well. But to be honest, I don't know what's going to deter people if they don't really think they're going to be seen.